home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels, we did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here!
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us if we just do our job.
Nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is the game that's been on my calendar all year.
We gonna need fan discipline.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome inside the Sport 1 Parkview Ice House for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. The second game features the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. It is Veterans Night, and so we will have our typical Veterans Night ceremony. And it looks like we'll be kicking that off here pretty quickly. Do not have a crowd mic tonight, unfortunately, so we're going to do the best we can here to bring you guys this audio. But that is no guarantee on how well that will go. But we're going to do what we can. So apologies on that front. We'll just get out in front of that one. As the teams are on the ice, the color guard is on the ice. It looks like we're just waiting for the veterans, if we're even going to do that for this game. But we'll see. So we'll go ahead and do our best. Turn it over to the public address for Veterans Night ceremony.
We would also like to remember his grandfather, Barry Johnson, who served 1961 to 1965 in the Air Force with a tactical air command. Homestead would like to remember his grandfather, Lieutenant Commander Thomas Oliver Jr., who served 25 years in the Navy, serving in Vietnam, earning Silver Star, the Bronze Star, the Vietnam Cross of Gallantry, among other honors. We also like to remember his great-grandfather, Rear Admiral Thomas Oliver, who served 40 years in the Navy, serving as a Canadian commander in World War II, earning the Medal of Honor, the Silver Star, 2 Navy Crosses, and the Flying Cross. Ian Hyde, Lieutenant Colonel's grandfather, Tim Holfacker, who served from 1981 to 1988 in the Navy. Henry Sam Lawson, the Lieutenant grandfather, Dennis Cox Lawson, who served 3 years in the Marines, including 2 tours in Vietnam. Van Burley, the Lieutenant Stanley Frank Brandon Parkinson, who served 4 years in the Marines, including service in Al-Anbar province in Iraq, twice serving the Canadian Marine Corps Battle of Chief. Tyler Eisenberg, the Lieutenant's grandfather, Steve Comfort, who served in the Air Force from 1968 to 1972. Sergeant Whitaker, the Lieutenant's grandfather, Jim Whitaker, who served 28 years in the Army, including service in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Carson and Dylan Bartow, the Lieutenant's grandfather, Ken Bartow, joined us this night, who served 22.5 years in the Air Force and Indiana International Guard, including service in the Vietnam and First Gulf War. They would also like to remember their great-grandfather, Vernon Bailey, who served 3 years in the Navy, including service in World War II. Roy Bird, the Lieutenant's father, Brian Bird, who served in the Air Force for 6 years, including service in Desert Storm and Desert Shield. Jay Cobb, the Lieutenant's grandfather, Dick Silverman, who served 4 years in the Navy, including serving on the aircraft carrier during the Vietnam War. Adam Sherrill, the Lieutenant's uncle, Dr. Sherrill, joined us this night, who served in the Army from 1978 to 2000, earning 13 medals, 6 Army Service Stripes, and being named Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year in 85 and 94. He also had his grandfather, George Sherrill, who served in the Army from 1964 to 1967. We would also like to honor his aunt, Tony Grego, who served in the Air Force from 2011 to 2017, including service during Operation Enduring Freedom. Davis Lyon, Lieutenant's grandfather, Alan Onishi, joined us this night, who served from 1964 to 1967 in the Army, including service in Vietnam. Homestead White, would like to remember his uncle, A.J. White, who served from 2008 to 2011 with the Marines, including service during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Lieutenant Handler, the Lieutenant's uncle, Fred Walker, joined us here tonight, who served 4 years in the Indiana International Guard, including service in Korea as a hospital foreman on the USS Horace Kennedy. And finally, the Carroll Chargers left-hander coach, Keith Sinala, who served 7 years in the Marines, the first director of the Coast Guard, and the regional player in basketball professionals
All right, so hopefully that was okay. We'll see how it goes, but we'll go ahead and take this time as we get into warm-ups to do some of our shout-outs to our sponsors, starting with longtime sponsor, the Big-Eyed Fish. They have been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big-Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive celebrating their 70th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board, and together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible system and solution for your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? Whether it's expunging your criminal record or helping to get your driver's license reinstated, Jolie Law Firm is indeed your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration provides top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. And, of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. It is game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. And, of course, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Joe Hacker calling your play-by-play tonight, filling in for Brandon Porter out sick, but alongside me tonight on the camera is Drake Sosenheimer. Up on the mic, it is Chris Pollock and Hunter Sosenheimer stepping away from the camera up here into the booth. But Chris, a newcomer to the Summit City Sports scene. Chris, you know what? Carroll, out of the 4 teams, probably the one you're most familiar with in this matchup against Homestead. What do you kind of want to see here out of Carroll?
Once again, you want to see a quick start with this explosive offense so far. Braun, I believe, has 8 goals in only 3 games in league play, which is just crazy. Those are video game numbers, and he's going to have to keep it going here tonight.
Absolutely. Those are video game numbers, Chris. I mean, just absolutely silly season for Dylan Braun, as he has already gotten more than half of his points from last season and it's only been 3 games. I want to bring in Hunter now. Hunter, you're out here watching most of these games with us every week, just from a different angle. What do you want to see out of Homestead here as they try and get a win on the board?
I think Homestead's going to have to get on the board early if they want to hang into this one with Carroll. This Carroll team is very, very high offensive powered, as you mentioned, with Brom, and they have some great goal scorers as well. So if you're Homestead, you just got to play very, very defensive and try to get on the board early to try to stay ahead here on the Carroll Chargers tonight.
If you look at the scoring leaders through our first 3 weeks of games, it is all Carroll. Actually, the top 4. Dylan Braun, 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points. Carter Ganau having a stellar start to the season. We'll get into more of that in a moment. But in league play, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Finn Cupp and Brody Burge each also with 5. Switching over to the goaltending side of things, it's Carson Carteau at the top as well. 3 wins, 1.99 goals against, a .903 save percentage. Carroll atop the league standings, but at least for a few hours, Leo up there with them. The Lions coming out on top tonight in their matchup with the Vipers. Leo winning that one 6-2 with a 4-goal second period that saw them leading 5-1. Vipers tried to bounce back, but just really couldn't quite do it. So this past weekend was the Summit City Crossover Classic tournament thing, more of a showcase than a tournament, and all 4 teams in the area were in competition. We'll start on the Carroll side of things as they played some upper-level competition. They were 2-1-1 on the weekend. It started kind of bad on Friday, a 6-4 loss versus the Adams Eagles, but it was a 3-3 tie going into the third, so score-wise, not all that bad. It was a 3-3 tie against Bloomington in a chaotic 3 minutes. To hear more about that, you can go over to SummitCitySports.com, check out our recap article. And the last 2 games, much better for Carroll. A 6-1 statement win over Zionsville on Saturday night, and an 8-0 demolition of Brebeuf over on Sunday. Ganau with a hat trick in that game. Carter Ganau, goals in the last 3 games of the weekend, so he is coming in hot. Homestead 2-0-2 on the weekend, so without a loss, but a 1-1 tie against Columbus, a 4-4 tie against South Stars, and a 5-1 win against HSEB, a 6-1 win against Westfield, as expected. So about 30 seconds left in warm-ups here. We'll go ahead and take a quick break here on SummitCitySports.com. When we come back, it'll be time for Puck Drop and Game 2. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back. Ready to get it going. The team's still getting each other pumped up here at their own nets. We'll see who's going to be in goal for each team. For Carroll, pretty confident that it is going to be Carson Carteau, but you never know. That rhyme should indeed be a crime. It could be Luke Van Antwerp tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Over on the Homestead side of things, it's a little more up in question. They've got Gould and they have Doherty. We'll see who it's going to be. They've been kind of rotating thus far.
Before we go further in our action, got to give a shout out to Joe Hacker, man. Keeping up the great work there on those articles. Make sure you take a look at them. Just go to our website, SummitCitySports.com, and you can find those articles on there on the headlining page. Absolutely tremendous stuff done by Mr. Hacker.
You know what, Hunter? I will take the compliment, but I'll return yours as well. Some tremendous work as well on our website.
We love it.
So really just pumping out the content this year over on SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you're checking things out. I know many of you join us on YouTube. Some of you join us on Facebook, but we encourage you to check out SummitCitySports.com as well. We say .com for a reason. And lots of tremendous content going on there with basketball right around the corner. Girls already underway. The gentlemen had, I believe, official practice start.
Yep, they started Monday. And their season will start after Thanksgiving. So
should be a fun one as everyone finally ready to go here. We will see who hangs back at each net. Of course, it looks like it will be Carteau at the far side for Carroll.
Shout out to whoever designed those jerseys, man. They just wanted to make it hard on us here tonight.
I was about to say, were you about to compliment them? Because I was going to have to counter that with, from over here, cannot see a single jersey number and cannot read a single name. So good thing, Carroll. We pretty much know what we're looking for here. Pretty much know it. Homestead, those jerseys, lovely, tremendous. But Carroll, you know what? I love the idea, but
do better.
For our purposes up here, we can do a little bit better. Anyways, though, obviously tremendous cause. And it's Veterans Night, and it will be Connor Gould starting in net for the Homestead Spartans, returning to his crease, ready to get this one underway here. Game 2 of our Week 4 doubleheader here on SummitCitySports.com. Again, Drake Sosenheimer manning the camera for us here tonight. Hunter Sosenheimer, Chris Pollock, and Joe Hacker on the microphones. And we are out at center ice. It's puck drop, and away we go. Carter Ganau will give way. Shot there, patted away by Gould. A rebound chance for Burge. Center out in front, comes to the point. Shot there by the Chargers, just misses wide. Burge tried to turn it back on goal, but fanned on it. Lewinko trying to clear this one out, sends it all the way down. Carteau will cover for a whistle.
So Carroll coming out firing early there on that. Of those opportunities there in front of the net here, just in front of us. Connor Gould, something he is. He's very, very small, so he comes out of his crease very far. So we'll look to see if Carroll can get some backdoor goals, trying to get some going here tonight.
And capitalize on the rebound opportunities. This looks to be Ganau, able to clear it out. To the near side now, picked up by Litwinko. He'll carry the play in onside. Over the outstretched arm of Carteau, now over to the far wall. Thinking this might be Cup. He gets it off to Burge. Burge poked away by Hurley. Going the other way. Gets around Ganau, but poked away. Hurley stops up. Battle over on the far side. Put into the wall is Cup. This is Ganau. Tries to center it for Burge in the slot, but put it right on the table. Litwinko held in. That one trickles wide. Played up the wall. Burge from the wall hammers it. Hurley got the tip, cleared all the way down. This one will be icing.
Good start from Carroll so far. They're just winning the braces and they're getting the pucks to the net early.
That they are. Looking to start quickly, Chris. A thing you mentioned earlier on. Trying to start fast. Carroll, a team that usually kind of takes a minute or two to get into it, but when they start scoring, they score in bunches. The second period ultimately doomed Homestead last time around. They started getting into penalty trouble. Carroll really just scored a bunch of goals in the second period and did not look back from there as they are looking to score an early one here. Shearer chases it to the wall, comes out with it. Drexler to the point, shot that one blocked down by Eisenbarger and cleared out past Davis Klein.
What was the score in the game between these two earlier in the year?
6-0. Dylan Braun had a point on every single play.
Okay. Had to get the remembrance back of it. I've done like a million games since then, so.
You're telling me. I believe it.
We both have.
We both have. It's been busy times. It's been busy times. I mean, I am stationed here on weekends. You are stationed in gymnasiums.
Grind season, man.
It is. Drexler to the corner. Far side. He's pestered by, cannot tell exactly who that is. Skating this one out is Brimner. Through neutral, will gain the red line, just dump this one in, chases it down himself, picks up just inside the circle, cycles it down low to the Chargers. As they try and break this one out, Dylan Braun throws it in gear and offensively rips a shot. That one blocked up out of play by Hurley. Braun 24 points last season, already at 13 so far this year. We'll see what that tally ends up being by year's end. Just a truly dynamic player here in Fort Wayne. Braun wins the faceoff to the wall. Wolf couldn't get it in deep. Brimner tried to get it ahead for Strick, but sent back down by Braun. Rather, that is Sam Krause over on the far side. They look similar, and there's no distinguishing numbers, so we're going to try and make it work tonight best we can on some of these. Gutman up the wall, held in.
I'd say they're sick jerseys, even. I mean, like, if you're not from our perspective, they're sick jerseys, but
100%, 100%. Strick going down into the corner for Homestead. Taken away by Carroll before he could get very far. Braun now, another try. He shoots, that one whistles wide. Fiedler trying to collect on the far side, but it's Elkins. Off the wall, able to get it out. Fiedler looks to the near side. Doesn't have anyone, Loxton. Can't get it past Baldwin along the wall, but now dumped in. Homestead looking to get it going on offensively. Rimmed around out to the point. Loxton throws some body, but comes out of the zone. Elkins behind the goal. Sends this one all the way down, where it will be icing.
Carroll's just putting on all the pressure right now and forcing a lot of turnovers.
That's Carroll's game. Speed, speed, and some more speed. Baldwin will take the face-off. A Dazik in there for Homestead. It's one over to Richardson. Backhand pass. Connects. Lofted out. Tigner tries to immediately turn it back up ice. Richardson sends it back to Carroll. That looks to be Tigner. Elkins, onside play. Stops up under the pressure. Cutting high slot shot. That one goes high. Picked up behind the net by, I think it might be Klein. Now Homestead controls. Comes out past Whitaker. Drinkall dumps it in. Carroll will make changes. Richardson, fans on the pass. Carroll opportunity, this is Burge. Pass to the back door and couldn't finish the play. Was Cup. Ganau now, he'll pick up. Tries to send out high. Burge to the slot. Pass to the back door and Cup scores. Carroll on the board first, and it is Finn Cup.
Just a beautiful play there. Nice little pass for the one-timer in to the yawning cage.
yeah, and there you saw it there. The Tendy Fort Homestead came a little too far out, and that costed that goal there. So Carroll up 1-0 with just under 10 minutes left to go here in our first period.
And a nice find by Ganau out to Burge in the high slot. And able to see Cup over here with the yawning cage, as Chris said. And Cup didn't look like he got all of it, but he got enough of it, and he didn't miss the net. Had a wide open one, so 1-0 Carroll as Burge right back on the attack. Puts it on to Gould. Burge in the corner. Tries to get it out in front. Cup another try, that one wide. Ganau tried to get to Burge. Referee in the way. Comes out to the point. Homestead will skate this one away. Phillips has to chase back into his own zone for it. To the back wall, still there. Ganau to Burge. Working with Cup now across the line. Still with it. Sent wide. Cup tried to get it back out to Ganau. To the point. Phillips tees off on one. Loose in the circle. Picked up by the Spartans. This is Eisenbarger. Backhands that one in. Goes for a change. Phillips behind the net. Shearer will have to regroup with Phillips. Across again for Burge. Thought he would be able to get around Hurley, could not. Far side, Phillips trying to play it ahead. Sent in by the Spartans. Carteau looks and will play it. Purge. Long shift. Looks like he's going to try and get off here. As Shearer trying to get it in deep. To Loxton. Intercepted, broken up by Shearer. Hyde the other way for Homestead. He'll gain the red line, dump it in. Out of the corner, Strick a chance! And Carteau able to come up with the stop with the bounce out of the Zamboni corner. That one blocked before it gets to the net. Carroll able to play it out. Hyde will regroup. Intercepted, offside play as Drexler brings it in with White still in the zone.
Some good looks there for Homestead, who just can't convert. So we're reaching 8 minutes left to go here in our first period of action.
One back into the Carroll end. Fiedler couldn't get it up the wall to Shearer. Now Shearer able to pick this one up. Into the zone. That one goes wide. White trying to get to it, can't. Litwinko works it past Dylan Carteau, back in the lineup tonight after missing the last couple of games. Believe that was due to an injury. Out to the point. Now into the corner. Sent out in front, broken up by Carroll. Carteau trying to get it ahead. White sent across. Shearer won't chase it, he'll go for a change. Richardson for a Dazik. He's put into the wall hard by Braun. Carteau off of his stick, batted around. Braun able to secure possession, but he's bodied off the play. Rimmed around for Brimner. Skates back behind his own goal. Up the wall for a Dazik. Almost held in, but Carroll will just regroup in the neutral zone. Clanky fires this one in. Gould will leave it for Litwinko. Wolf. So that is Gutman, not Litwinko. Almost in off the skate there of a Homestead player. Braun gets it right back, almost scores. Still a try there. That one sent wide. Clanky backhanded down, trying to find Wolf. Gutman right to the stick of Wolf. Wolf almost gets hammered there. Curley skates it ahead. Oh, knocked away from him. Loxton will start for the Spartans. A little bit of a suey pass almost there for Brimner. Hurley. Kraus trying to swipe it away. Drinkall trying to keep it in, as is Tigner. Comes out. Backhanded in by Homestead. That would be Brimner. Clanky coming forward for Carroll. Wrist shot. Gould will hold for a whistle. 5:19 to play here in our first period.
Yeah, if you're Homestead right now, I think you just want to see a little more control with the puck, a little more thinking before the plays are made here. Just too many passes that are just going to no one and right into the hands of the Chargers.
Taken down on the play was Shurik, but we're going to be all good here. As Gould able to hold for another whistle, face off to the same spot. Picked up by Homestead. Eisenbarger to Martinsky. Loxton now rims it around. Carroll is here, they keep it in. Glove down by Zabadi. Drinkall trying to take it away, sent on goal. Gould able to make the stop. Loxton to the far side now. Tries to skate himself, turned over. Taken down is Drinkall, but cleared out. Phillips goes back for it and forces a circle behind his own net, still under the pressure. able to get rid of it, but almost turned over by the Chargers. Homestead controlled momentarily in neutral ice. Elkins for the Spartans, chips it ahead. Drinkall back up the wall. Homestead out, they'll come right back in. Elkins stops up, top of the circle. Hammering away there was Richardson. That one blocked down by the Chargers. Homestead starting to get a little bit more going on here recently, but as I say that, well, dumping that one in was Drinkall. Could have potentially skated that one a little bit. Back into neutral ice for the Spartans. Elkins dumps that one in. Goes around the back of Burge. Couldn't chip it past Elkins, who still has it. Pass across. Carto able to make the stop. And now some shenanigans going on.
Yeah, I think the puck was covered and Homestead took a little poke, and Carroll's not going to take lightly to that.
Little pokey. We don't like that over here. We don't like that.
Got to protect the attendees at all costs.
Absolutely, but it looks like no penalties will come on that one. So 3:37 to go, still 5-on-5. Yet to have a penalty in this one. And it's an offensive zone draw for the Spartans.
Don't say that now.
I know. I thought about saying it, and I was like, you know what? I'll just give her the old send. As Cup getting a little fancy, lost the handle on it. That one is offside, so the play will come out of the zone. Homestead will make some changes. Carroll will stick with their group. The face-off, Burge trying to get this one in deep. Fiedler works his way back for it. Over to Carto. Carto's pass broken up and out of the zone offsides. Face-off right in front of the Carroll bench.
Coaches rocking the jerseys over there. Gotta love that.
Yeah, getting everyone involved tonight over on the Carroll bench with the jerseys. So a little bit unique on that one. The only team that does that, but why not? Koopman will try and break this out. Gives it right up to Carroll. That's Burge down in there. We're getting some help from Ganau up the wall for Eisenbarger, put in there by Ganau. Burge coming in support. Can't pick the puck out. And it will go into the Homestead bench. 2:36 to go, first period. Off the draw, controlled by Loxton. Played up the wall to Strick. All the way back into his own end. Hyde to Loxton, under the pressure immediately from Shearer. White trying to get aggressive here on the forecheck. Drexler couldn't take it away, but sent back down. Brimner able to force this one into the zone for the Spartans. Comes back out to Hyde. Fired across in deep. Clanky for the Chargers. Stops up behind his own goal. Plays it back to himself. Finds some room. Gets it up the wall to White. Backhanded across for Shearer. He takes a hit there from Loxton. Doesn't draw a penalty. Probably shouldn't. White. Now picked up by Byler. Almost coughed it right up to Drexler in front of the net. But now Brimner has Byler with him. Lead pass broken up by Clanky reading the play. Carto out to play it. Sends it safely over to the wall. Near breakaway there for Byler, but Kleinke just got his stick in the way in time. And the cage comes up. We'll get a whistle here as Elkin's helmet strap came undone. Not even sure how that happens. But either way, he's going to have to head off, it looks like.
It's probably like the football rule. If you lose your helmet, you got to go off.
Yeah, well, they definitely blew it dead because his helmet was up. Minute 8 to play. Dumped in by Byler. Phillips over to the far corner. Carroll tries to work it into the middle. In open ice, comes to Braun. Braun will dump that one. Felt the pressure coming. Gould leaves it for Whitaker. Litwinko sent out to center as Braun loses his stick, trying to lay the hit. Byler dumps it in on goal for Carto, who will scoop it and hold it for a face-off. It is 9:41. There are 41.2 seconds to play in our first period.
I like it.
Behind their own net, Carroll looks to start the play out. Battle ensuing over in the far corner. Looks like Phillips is in there. Looks like Braun is over there. And I think that one got up and hit the netting.
Got to give some credit to both goalies here so far. Even though Gould give up one early, he's bounced back and looked calm so far after that and keeping his team within one here.
Absolutely. I mean, and that one goal, really nothing he's going to be able to do about that one. Just because of his size, that's to come out and challenge the ankles, and then when a backdoor play like that happens, not much you can do. As Carroll now in on the forecheck. Kraus gets it up to the point for Phillips. Phillips pulls the trigger on the wrist shot. Still there. And a second chance opportunity kept out. That was Kraus on the second shot. Tries to send that one on goal. Hits the side of the net. Braun looking for the wraparound. Gould able to hold the post and get the whistle. 0.9 seconds remain here in the first period. Braun still to the face-off. He'll have his backhand towards the net, so it looks like he's going to switch the way he's holding his stick, but doesn't even matter, doesn't try. Homestead wins it. That'll be the end of the first period. Carroll, a 1-0 lead. We'll step aside high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back. Our first 15 minutes are in the books. Carroll leading 1-0 on a goal by Finn Cup. Gentlemen, we'll start with Chris. Carroll 1-0. What are you thinking here? What are you thinking? Let's get a vibe check.
Carroll started off hot. They were controlling the possession in Homestead zone for most of the time, but I think Homestead, found their feet a little bit and, got to their game, got to the Carroll zone, and kind of established a little bit of a forecheck. I would like to see more of that from them coming forward.
Hunter, anything to add?
Let's see if Homestead comes out. Let's see if they try to push something offensively and get a point on the board here. They're feeling it a little bit, but so is Carroll as well. So back and forth action we go.
That is true. I said earlier it was the second period of the first game where Carroll really started to pull away. We'll see if it's a similar story here tonight as of now. It is in the Homestead zone. That looks like Burge down there, trying to send it out front for Ganawa. Shot, but Gould, a good save, comes out, cuts it down, and it stays 1-0.
That's brutal for us. Now those numbers are far down the ice. We're going to have to get our vision up and going here.
I know. I'm trying. This is the most familiar I've been with the team's lines in high school hockey since when I played. That is the only way I'm trying to do my best to guess who is out there. But we're working on it. We'll do what we can here. They got a couple players that are fairly easily identifiable just by the way they look. Like Brody Burge down there as he stops up, tries to wrap around. Still there. Carroll can't score, and now they do. So 41 seconds in, and Carroll 2-0.
Great play by Burge there, taking it on the wraparound, comes out front, and then comes right back to him, and he cashes in on the rebound to take the 2-0 lead here.
Absolutely tremendous way to poke it in there, Burge. 2-0 our score.
So off the face-off, Burge right back to it. Gould did all he could to keep that one out, but in the end, just too much chaos, too much scrambling going on. Burge able to finish that play off. 2-0 Carroll, as they are still right back on the attack. Homestead trying to flip this one out. It's gloved down by Tigner and kept in. Wrapped around to Burge now. Sent back down low. Ganow. That line combining for both Carroll goals so far. Cup the first, Ganow the second. Burge the second. As another try here for Burge. Cuts back again. Gould able to make the save. .35 to play. Still, obviously, very early in our second period, but Carroll already the upper hand once again. Taking a look back at notes from that first game, Carroll with 3 goals in the second period of that game to lead 4-0 going into the intermission. We'll see what it comes out to here tonight, as Homestead has worked it clear into the neutral zone and dumped it in. Clanky knocked away by Zabadi, picked up Martinsky. That one blocked behind the goal by Fiedler, picked up by Shearer. So now it's Drexler on the block. Clanky, D-to-D, Tigner. Stretch pass looking for Drexler, but that is a clean icing. Assist on that second Carroll goal to Finn Cup. Drexler and Adazik to the face-off for their respective teams. Shearer trying to seal that play off from being dumped back in. Drexler trying to poke it free. Phillips. Cross-ice pass for White. Now here is Drexler. Forced wide, still on the scene, but chipped ahead by the Spartans. Phillips takes the gamble, but keeps the puck in.
Got to mention the Carroll D here. I think they're doing a great job of pinching at the right times, not getting caught, and keeping the play alive.
Phillips a wrister. That one misses well high and wide. Behind the net, Shearer. Picked up by Homestead. They'll bring it the other way. Across the line, this is Adazik. Phillips sends it all the way down. Icing will be called yet again with 11:55 to play. Just making sure the net is on securely over here on the Carroll end. Gets the approval from the referees, and we are ready to go once again. Carto up the wall to Wolf. Onto the stick of Kraus. Kraus trying to cut to the backhand, forced off the play. Wolf in there, he's taken down to the ice. Thinking this is Loxton. Now sent back down where it's picked up by the Chargers. Cutting out in front, plenty of room, and a shot still loose in front. Gould able to hold ground. Fiedler's shot blocked into the corner. Strick gets it out into the neutral ice. Sent back down. Fiedler gets to it. Braun takes a look, finds some room, starts to throw it in gear. Braun accelerating up ice. Down the left side, toe drag, lost the handle on it into the corner where it's picked up by Carroll yet again. Braun chases it into the corner. Loxton is there. Centering pass in front. Carroll rebound still there, but Gould holds strong. That is going to be a shot in the dark. Victor Wolf with the chance there.
Once again, Gould looks sharp so far. You know, 2 goals that were allowed weren't really his fault. Nothing he could do about it, but so far he's still keeping his team in it, and only a 2-goal lead for Carroll.
Homestead trying to get it out off the draw, kept in. Drinkall can't get the shot off behind the net. Sent back around for Drinkall. Still there, thinking Baldwin is there for Carroll. Sent around, Homestead will skate this ahead. Clanky can't do enough there as still trying to get to this one. Islet Winko, but nobody home at the point for Homestead as it comes out to Hurley. Elkins off the skate to the stick, in on the attack, still with the shot. Beautifully done to hang on to that one. Comes out to the point for Hurley.
Yeah, great effort there, getting the shot off even though he's falling down.
And absolutely lays Tigner out there. It's still loose in front. Elkins going to hit it, and Tigner not happy, and that is going to be a serious penalty there as Elkins cross-check up high to Tigner. Got to be careful. That one is almost certainly going to be a 2-10, and he'll be lucky if it's not more than that. That was not a good look. Elkins hammers Tigner. Tigner not happy about it, comes to give a shove to the Homestead player in front, and then Elkins, knowing that that was probably intended for him, comes back around, gets the stick up high right up on Tigner, and I'm very interested to see how this one shakes out for Elkins.
Yeah, just kind of a careless penalty there. That's not what you want to take when you're getting some chances, finally getting in the zone and giving Carroll power play now.
No, absolutely not. This one, Personally, I would think they're going to skew towards the 5-minute major on this one.
Yeah, it looked like that cross-check was directed to the head. So
yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. But Tigner obviously up pretty quickly. Doesn't look like he's hurt on the play. This is going to take a minute for everyone to get it sorted out. It looks like the referee is talking to the scorer's table. But either way, Carroll getting a power play probably. It looks like someone, that's probably Tigner, is over in the box for Carroll as well. So, of course, with it being high school hockey, one team has 2 representatives instead of 1. Elkins is coming out of the box, so he is going to be removed from the game. And we'll get dibs on the hot water tonight. That will be a 5-minute major to him. And 2 minutes goes up for Tigner. So I think that pretty much solves that. It'll be 5 and a game misconduct for Elkins. It'll be 2 minutes for probably roughing to Tigner. So it will be 2 minutes of 4-on-4 and then the 3-minute power play for Carroll. As still sorting out, it looks like Tigner getting some attention in the penalty box. It looks like now we're good to go. So, all right, official penalties. Elkins 5 and a game for head contact, and it is 2 minutes roughing for Tigner. Face-off will be down here in the Carroll zone.
Yeah, with the speed they got, they can get up the ice quick and probably get a few opportunities here.
Absolutely. More ice, more room. Carroll, one player short. Now they're good to go for a side. And then 3-minute power play looms after this. But so I guess for Homestead, at least if Elkins is getting a 5, it's not going to be a full 5-minute power play, but still one of their best players, if not their best player, and he is going to be watching the rest of this game from the sidelines, far from an ideal situation. Byler will pick up in the far side corner. Back down to him. Trying to toe drag around, still fighting for it. Passed across. Phillips got the stick on it. Now here comes Carroll. It's Cup and Burge. Given to Burge. Chases into the corner. Cuts back up ice. Across into the far side. Cup with it. Stick handling. Settles it down a little bit. Gets it to Burge. Burge, high slot. Under some pressure. Gets rid of it. Shot. Sent into the corner by Gould. Back up to the point. Down again to Cup. Taken away by the Spartans. 50 seconds to go here in the 4-on-4. Brimner brings it across the line. Phillips stands his ground. Doesn't let it get by him. Comes the Cup. Into the middle for Klein. Ahead Burge. Slows up. Stopped there by Gould. He will hold for a whistle. 25 seconds on the penalty to Tigner. Face off to the left of Gould. It'll be Ganau for the Chargers. Tried to kick it up to the point, but Homestead was there. They'll take it away off the draw. Chipped ahead. Clanky under some pressure. Ganau tries to get it cleared. Kept in. Still there, though. And Braun will leave it for Clanky. Up the wall to Ganau. Catches Braun in stride. Dylan Braun trying to turn up the heat yet again. That one blocked. And we are now on to a Carroll power play for the next 2:53. Braun. Pass broken up, taken the other way by Homestead. Knocked away by Clanky, but still sent down by the Spartans, where Carteau will leave it for Burge.
Oh, that is not good. We do not have a camera on our screen.
That is far from good, but there we go. Look at you, Hunter. We would not have noticed that if not for your tremendous skill set and the incredible value you bring to Summit City Sports.
Attention. I just turned around and saw the screen was black, and that's a no bueno.
That is a no bueno, so hopefully that wasn't like that for too long.
Looks like Carroll's getting a 5-on-3 now.
Yikes, and someone over there is fired up and can't get the number on that. That looks like Loxton. He will be the guilty party. He will be sitting for, wait for it, cross-checking. So it'll be a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3, assuming they don't score, and then 14 more seconds still remain.
Looking at it here on our Traction Athletic Performance replay. Cross-check right to the back of the neck.
Oh,
there's
wow.
A perfect call. So 5-on-3 here for Carroll.
Huge opportunity to build this lead here.
A tremendous opportunity, if you will. Over to Burge in front of his own bench. As Carroll looks to get it set up, fans on it and dumped down by the Spartans.
We need to get a sponsor from whoever named that word tremendous, because that's something we use a lot here with SummitCitySports.com.
A trademark, if you will, a tremendous adjective. Carroll on the power play, getting this one set up. Dylan Braun Backhanded down to Burge right out in front, and they score. It's Brody Burge getting it off of the skate of Gould. 3-0 Chargers.
Good things happen when you get the puck to the front of the net, and Brody Burge showing that with 2 goals tonight.
Absolutely tremendous.
Taking a look at it. Nice little backhand pass there. Put it right in front of the net. And the biscuit goes in the breadbasket. 3-0 our score.
You guys are on fire tonight. The breadbasket and the yawning cage. I like those. So, still plenty of power play time. It's a 5-minute major to Elkins, so his time is the one that stays up on the board. So still a minute and 25 of that to go. Dylan Braun will try and make it a 4-0 lead. He brings it across the line. Still fights. Look at that speed. Passed out in front. That one goes high off the stick of Burge. Genau collects it. Braun cutting into the high slot. A wrist shot. That one goes wide. Picked up by Burge. Gets rid of it, gets it right back. Working with Genau down low. Right out in front, Genau off the crossbar. Braun, yet again, Burge. Wrist shot. That one into the corner. Picked up by Braun. To Burge. Tries to play catch with Braun, now coming the other way. This is Homestead. Breakaway opportunity, but Burge gets back and is able to knock it away.
Nice defensive post check there from Burge. Keeping it the shutout here for Cartel. Oops.
Hunter.
Oops.
Hunter. You know what? That's one of Brandon's things that I'll respect. I won't say, the hat trick thing I'm not worried about, but out of respect to Brandon, a former goalie, I don't say shutout. So, Hunter, we know who we will direct complaints to.
Sorry,
Should
Brandon.
Homestead find the back of the net?
Sorry, Brandon, if you're listening. Sure he is.
I don't know. I mean, usually with his hours, this is kind of his bedtime usually.
Yeah,
We're to the point in the evening where he is ready to call it an evening. So who knows, especially, not feeling very good.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But you got to love a little Wednesday late night hockey.
Absolutely. Week number 4 of 15 as that one goes wide from Fiedler. And that's not even talking playoffs. We got another.
Another
that is a penalty.
And another penalty.
So Carroll, oh my God, looking for another one as Homestead will touch up. That will be another penalty for Homestead. And looking not all that thrilled about that one will be Litwinko.
Yeah, Homestead.
As he is pouting his way to the box and tosses his stick.
Yeah, you don't want to take another one either. Homestead just shooting himself in the foot here. They, right when you think they're getting even strength, they just take another one.
And we'll take a look at it here on our Traction Athletic Performance replay, lined up there right at the blue line and absolutely laid the wood there. And that's a call, obvious. They're going to give him a 4-minute there on that one.
4 minutes? Wow. Okay, Hunter coming in hot with that call. Wow, so plenty, oceans of time. Probably gave him unsportsmanlike for the stick slamming. Braun winds and fires as that one misses the target. Just a double minor for roughing for Litwinko. Face-off will be right in front of us to the right of Carto. It'll be Sabati. It'll be Braun. It'll be a face-off, and it's won by Braun. Klein will gather this one in. Steps out. Still feeling the pressure from Zabati. Able to nicely deliver a pass cross ice to Brody Burge. Burge, puck on his stick. Sends it around for Braun. Braun shot. That one deflected high and wide. Comes to Klein at the left point. I think that's still Burge. Jumps up to glove that one for Braun. Again for Burge. Tree drops it for Klein. Hammers away on that one. Easily patted away by Gould. Getting out of cup. So this is Braun. Still loose in front, comes out to the point. This is Cup. He'll pull the trigger on the wrist shot. Loose in front again, but cleared into the corner.
Nice block by Loxton there.
Burge to Ganau. Back to Burge. Center point for Cup. Cup, one-timer, they score. That would appear to be Dylan Braun.
We'll take a look at it here one more time on our Traction Athletic Performance replay. Nice find there, backdoor, and absolutely lasered that one behind the keeper. It's 4-0 now our score. Carroll out to the lead.
And still 2 minutes of power play time for the Chargers.
If you're Carroll right now, you got to like what you're seeing on the power play. No hesitation to get to the puck to the net, and it is working right now.
By my count, that is 2 for 3 on the power play, but I feel like my attempts count on that one is not correct. So put a little grain of salt on that one. I am incredibly intelligent, but sometimes I do make mistakes. See, for example, prediction of the Leo game today. I'm surprised I wasn't hearing it from them after the game, as I typically do when they win. But the Lions, a big win. Again, currently tied atop the standings with Carroll. Prediction for this game, I believe, was 6-1, so we'll see. 2:50 to play in our second period, 1:41 on the clock for the penalty.
I'm no math major, but I think that's 1 minute and 10 seconds of full strength time.
Great call, Hunter. I think you're about right. We might be talking fractions of a second, but good with me. Across for Dylan Carteau. Able to get around Brimner. He carries this one across the line. Knocked away from him. Kept in, though, by Fiedler. That is Fiedler. Loose in front. Cleared out to the wall. Byler able to clear this one out. Carteau ranges over for it. On the stick of Kraus. Kraus, stick handling, gets around one. Skates into the corner with it. To the wall, chopped somehow not into the netting, just at the top portion of the glass, still in play. Shearer tries to center it, Carroll, another near miss. On the far side now. 30 seconds in the penalty to Litwinko. Off the glass and out for Homestead. Kraus tracking back in his own zone. On target pass for White. Hurley will spin this one up the wall. No icing called as they're on the PK for just 3 more seconds. Kraus just in between the skates and the stick of Drinkall. This one will go down and be icing with 1:04 to play in the second period.
See, so matching up the penalty time with the scoreboard, I think I was like 0.567 seconds wrong there on that, my math. So
pretty good, pretty good.
Who got the 4th goal?
I believe it was Dylan Braun. Let me check my texts and confirm. It was, in fact, Dylan Braun.
Thank you, sir.
Drinkall, also known as H. Drizzle, able to carry that one across the line, but he was planted into the wall.
Is that his actual name?
I believe that is a nickname of his. Not totally confirmed, but I think so.
It's a Summit City Sports top 10 namer right there.
It really is. It really is. You know what, Hunter? You mentioned that when we were doing the women's game a few weeks ago. I need to get back on that list.
Yeah. It's a fun list. We have one for soccer, dude. Soccer's tremendous sport to cover. The names on it can be difficult, but, man, some fun ones.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I saw that gentleman from Canterbury, the, state soccer player of the year.
Yeah, player of the year, yep.
officially signed to Indiana University. Is today like National Signing Day or something like
I think
that?
so, yeah, because a lot of basketball players signed today as well.
And
so
there is
one
a
of the national
big hit. I'll cut you off there at the goal line, but looking like they're going to be able to get up as Carroll scores just in front of the buzzer. Another just in front of the buzzer goal, and Carroll leads 5-0.
So we'll take a look at it. We got the hit here as well on our replay. You see it right there, just absolutely nailed him in front of the net, but no call, no hand raised by the official. So we just continue to play on, and then you see the shot there from the point, and I believe it got tipped there in front. Not 100% sure on that. We'll wait for our PA announcer to see who we're going to give the goal to.
Yeah, we will see, but nonetheless, it is 5-0 upon the conclusion of the second period. Carroll will have a running clock when we come out for the third period. We will step aside and be back with our intermission report. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. And I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November in addition to the club training he was doing because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here. Here.
Here.
I belong here.
The athletes has always been here, you know, and they're getting better. You know, I'm watching, you know, SummitCitySports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, you know, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here.
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us, and we just do our job.
You know, nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is a game that's been on my calendar all year.
We gonna need you. Staying disciplined.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
All right, welcome back inside the Sport One Park View Ice House for our second game. It is a 5-0 lead for Carroll over Homestead. Brody Burge has 2 goals. Dylan Braun has 1. Finn Cupp has 1. Nick Tigner with the buzzer-beating goal at the end. By my count, Carroll is 2 for 4 on the power play. Gentlemen, we'll start with Mr. Sosenheimer this time. The Hunter variation, not the Drake one.
Like it?
Carroll just really kind of doing their thing right now.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. They have been here all year in this league play. They're absolutely tremendous offensively. I feel like they score a lot of goals per game, what it seems like, but they're letting it go here tonight. We'll give you a running clock to start this third period, as long as Homestead
should have a running clock. Should have a running clock.
Should.
We will see developing situation. Obviously, for football, running clocks make the game go significantly faster, and that, of course, will be the case here as well. Tonight, Chris, I'll bring you in on this one. Homestead, I mean, 5-0, like, what do you really try and do? You know, you're down one of your best players in Elkins. Got to try and just get something going, right?
Yeah, you just want to kind of simplify what you're doing right now, not take any more penalties. I think just the carelessness of these penalties is what's killing them right now. Giving Carroll 3 straight power plays like that, it's just a killer for the whole momentum. You know, you can't do much when you're on the penalty kill, and that's being shown here tonight.
Absolutely. So Carroll, another 4-goal second period against Homestead. Burge the first 2, one of which on the 5-on-3. Dylan Braun, a power play goal. And there you have it. That'll do it for our intermission report. We'll go ahead and step aside once again. When we come back, third period action on the other side of this commercial break. You're watching high school hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the EDGE program in November in addition to the club training he was doing because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Welcome back inside the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Third period action about ready to get underway. Alongside me on the mic tonight are Chris Pollock and Hunter Sosenheimer. My name is Joe Hacker. On the camera is Drake Sosenheimer. It is a 5-0 lead for Carroll entering the final 15 minutes of play, and away we go. Loxton up the wall to Strick. Broken up by the Chargers. Dumped down by Phillips. Sent the other way by Loxton. That one will be icing.
Looks like the running clock is in effect here. The Sport One Parkview Ice House. Good thing for us to see.
Thank you for that, Hunter. 5-goal lead triggers the running clock. So, except for goals, injuries, and I believe penalties will stop it as well.
Hey, this is my second running clock on the night. Got one for basketball, too, as well.
Yeah, this is, I think, our third or fourth running clock of the season here. All of them Carroll initiating. After last year, I think we had 1 or 2 the entire season, so we are already ahead of our mark from last year. As Ganau brings this play in. He'll pull the trigger on Arista. Gould got the blocker on that one. Picked up by Cup, back down to Ganau. Gets it to Cup yet again, trying to dangle along the goal line. Knocked away from him. Loxton tries to clear it out, held in and dumped back down by Klein. Around on the far side, Burge. Picked up by the Spartans. Brimner skates ahead with it. Into the corner. Behind the goal, Phillips will catch this one off the stick of Cup. Center ice, Brimner now in his own end. Fans on the pass, turnover right to Ganau. Ganau shoots, and that one goes wide. Litwinko gives way for Hurley. Held up ever so slightly by Fiedler. Now Burge drops it back. Comes to him yet again. Into the middle for a teammate. That teammate would be, I think, Cup, but unconfirmed reports. This, I think, is Cup. He'll pull the trigger on a wrist shot. That one blockered away.
Is that one confirmed?
That one was confirmed. That one is confirmed. That was exactly Finn Cup. Still trying to get it going here best we can with these jerseys.
We don't got to take it to Toronto.
No, we do not. I mean, not on a goal. It was just a nothing play in neutral ice. We're good.
Got to have some fun with it, man.
Absolutely. That's what it is all about here on Wednesday nights. Out here enjoying our time watching our tremendous high school athletes here in the Summit City.
2-6-0, baby. Awesome dogs here.
There are also some sheepdogs in the region as well, I'm told, which that is one of the silliest things I've ever heard in my life.
Everybody's going D1, baby.
Sheepdogs. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Shout out to our boy, Joe Walburn.
Goodness. Dylan Carto dodges the check from Richardson. Still there. Battling for it. White trying to see if he can get it, and he does. Nicely picked out. Shot that one. Stopped by Gould to the far wall. Now sent back down to Drexler.
I like what I saw out of Richardson there, down 5-0, still showing some battle, still trying to grind in those corners and get the puck.
Absolutely. Showing some heart, still fighting for every last inch of ice. From the point, that one blocked down in front. Comes back out. D, this is Carto. That one blocked by the Spartans, still eating them. Dazik skates this one out. And not on the same page there, as that will go down and be icing.
Hey, I think our sheepdog of high school hockey would be Dylan Braun, man, if you think about it.
Well, I mean, I saw a tweet where he said what exactly a sheepdog was, but I forget what it is, so I can't make an official determination.
Man, it's all about those country boys. Any eights, baby.
I know. I think he called Leo versus Columbia City the Sheepdog Bowl. So
shout out to Columbia City. Is still battling.
Still battling. Tremendous for that city. I believe they're fighting for their first regional championship.
Yep, regional championship. Columbia City, Snyder, Bishop Lures, and as well as these Carroll Chargers in 6A.
I was about to say. Carroll Chargers fighting for their first regional championship. Hunter, I don't even know who they play. Lafayette, Jefferson? No?
Yes,
it is?
There you go, Lafayette.
There you go,
Jeff.
Look at that.
I'll be making a trip to Mishawaka for Snyder and Mishawaka.
I will be making a trip over to Rink 3 for some Indiana Tech women's hockey.
I love to see it.
Taking on Rhode Island. The Indiana Tech ladies, number 3 in the country as of last night.
Wow, they released the rankings?
They did.
That's awesome.
They did. Number 3 in the country.
Bingo.
And the men's one rankings released tonight as well. And somehow they went from 15 all the way up to, I think, 9th now.
That's awesome.
For, I have no idea what. No clue. I don't even remember who they played last weekend.
Shout out to Indiana Tech hockey. Putting it on here for the 2-6-0.
And the men's Division II team much improved this year as well. We actually have the Purdue Division III team playing a game here this weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so when they can't play down in Fishers, I guess they come up here, which I found out today.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Found here on SummitCitySports.com.
Only the hardest hitting of journalism here. Byler for the Spartans gets around one. Aiden Byler cuts across into the middle, but that one sent wide of the goal. Braun, as I almost dropped my stuff down. That would have been a total tough scene. But we're good. Quick reaction speed, the kind of thing you can only learn when you're a grizzled veteran of games such as Call of Duty.
It's called a sheepdog right there.
I guess. Whistle will blow. And it will be a face-off in the neutral zone with 8:30 and ticking to play.
I have to go back and find the definition of a sheepdog, man. I have to go do some searching on Twitter.
I wonder how he thought of sheepdog. That's, you know what? That's the kind of hard-hitting journalism someone needs to be on.
It's a go.
I have a potential candidate to try and find out where sheepdog came from. And they would be, he would be affiliated with our colleagues to our left calling these games. I think that'd be a great candidate to try and find out the origin of that story. Drinkoff skating into the corner. Pinned to the wall. Battle over there. Looks like he's getting some assistance from a teammate. Still no one able to come out with it. Drinkoff in the neutral zone, dumps this one in. Carroll is over there. I believe that is Mr. Braun. Gets some help from Baldwin. Phillips pinches down, and it goes up into the bench of the Spartans. That was actually Shurik over there.
So breaking news here on SummitCitySports.com. We did find the definition of a sheepdog. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. We got a herd protector, selfless, relentless, and fearless. 85% of society are sheep, 10% are wolves, and only 5% of the elite are sheepdogs. Shout out Jake Smith and Joe Walburn here with SummitCitySports.com.
You really got to be something special to be a sheepdog.
Only what, 5% of the world?
Only 5%.
Oh, Litwinko dodges a hit there from Carteau. Cup will dispose of Litwinko's stick too. Litwinko just trying to give Burge a little body contact there as Burge comes in offensively. A little toe drag shot for Cup, didn't get anywhere. Now Martinsky over on the far side. Trying to stop up and cut inside. Didn't happen for him. Burge tried to go the other way, but forgot something called the puck. Dumped down, and icing is called. A fearless protector. So let's consider. We might have to put some thought into that one. It's late in the game, so. But that might have to be a new award that Brandon and I give out at the end of the year. We might have to give out an award for Sheepdog of the Year.
Instead of our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game,
Sheepdog of the Game. We'll see. We'll see. We might need to deliver a formal presentation to the boss man. Genau on the far side. Cycles down low, looking for Cup. Seals the wall off there.
Homestead just looking for anything positive right now. Just can't seem to get out of their own zone here.
No, they can't. Carroll trying to add another one. Still scoreless, well, without a goal this period, but leading 5-0. Pretty good spot. As Fiedler comes over, knocks that one away. And we're going to get an interference penalty here from the back referee. This one will be on Carroll. And so that will stop the clock. I believe that's the first time the clock has stopped, and I think this is also Homestead's first power play of the game. It's the first one that I've marked, at least. It looks like it will be Carter Genau. Interference to call with 4:59 to go. The Spartans on the power play. Should note that Carroll, for the second period, credited with 23 shots on goal to just 2 for Homestead. Coming in a little bit late, 32-8, our 2-period total. So, yeah, you said it. Sheesh. We'll see what the final tally ends up being. But, wow, that is Stark hitting the net this time. Carroll last week early on, not really hitting the net. Shear able to send that one all the way down, and the first 30 seconds successfully killed by the Chargers. Byler gets it right back. Wrist shot, that one goes wide. Loxton will pinch down. but Carroll able to clear right onto Gould. Picked up by Byler, tries to go back to Hurley. Hurley, wrist shot, Carteau the save, rebound there, but still kept out of the net. And cleared all the way down by the Chargers with 40 seconds to go on the power play.
Great kill by Carroll so far, only allowing one shot, I believe.
Homestead, another try on the attack. Maybe this time looking to set it up a little bit more. Comes out to the point for Loxton. Near side, cleared out by the Chargers. And like you said, Chris, good penalty kill by Carroll. That should just about do it with 5 seconds to go, and Homestead having to go 200 feet. And sent back down yet again, back to full strength. Loxton. And he is taken down there by Braun. Wolf, and are we getting a penalty for what? For boarding? He didn't even go into the wall. For roughing.
That looked like a clean hit to me. I don't think there's really any call there.
I agree. I personally agree. I think that's some great analysis, Chris.
We can take a look at it here one more time on our Traction Athletic Performance replay. Shout out to him. Ooh,
you know what, Hunter, not your best cutting there, but it's okay. It's okay.
Bingo.
I don't know about that. And it was the back referee. I don't know. Personally, probably something I would have let go.
Hey, referee made the call. We got to respect it, and we're moving on here.
We do. We are moving on, and we are moving on to the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds of this evening's contest and of week 4 of high school hockey here in the Summit City, as that one is up out of play with 140 and still dropping on the power play. Pardon a true miracle, Carroll will improve to 4-0. They will reclaim sole possession of the top spot in the league standings, which they shared with Leo for all of about 2 hours. And Homestead will drop to 0-4.
So do those showcase games from this weekend, do those not count towards like overall records, or is there?
No, I mean, I'm sure it does count to overall record, but the teams, it is virtually impossible to track down teams' overall records unless I were to start like tracking that from the beginning of the season, because a lot of the teams don't report their games on the FWHA website, and the State Hockey Association website is terrible. The best way to find out is probably My Hockey, but even that still misses some games. Speaking of which, I didn't even check the rankings this week, which should now include every one of our teams, because they've all played at least 5 games.
Oh.
That shot goes high, down to 35 seconds. Brimner gives it off. Carteau sees that one through, makes the save. Now, so depending on how quick they do this face-off, there's 23 seconds on the penalty, but Braun will not be able to come out until the puck has dropped. So it might go to 0 and tick off, but you have to wait for the puck to drop before you can step out. I believe Brandon touched on that last week, not that it matters as puck is down with 5 seconds to go. And the penalty locks in a shot. That one gloved by Carteau. And I jinxed it because now penalty does expire between whistles. Puck is down. Braun will step out. Back to 5-on-5. Loxton tries to work this one down low on his stick. Cuts in front. Fans on the shot. And now here come the Chargers looking to find one this period. Make it 6-0. Krauser-Rister. That one held by Gould, but nearly drops it. That, in all likelihood, will do it for this one, as Loxton will come in late, give Shirk a little shove. Time will expire, and that should do it. So with that, like I said, Carroll will go to 4-0. They are atop the league standings. Homestead drops to 0-4 next week. On the 16th, it'll be Homestead and the Vipers starting us off at 7 o'clock. Leo and Carroll, the nightcap, at 9. Gentlemen, closing thoughts on Carroll's 5-0 win. We'll start with Chris.
You know, they won that 2A state championship last year, and they looked like a championship team tonight. You know, not giving up anything defensively, and once again, an explosive offense.
Outstanding stuff from the Tendy Carson Carteau, standing on his head, keeping this Chargers team unbeaten as we continue to move on in the regular season.
All right, well, that is all we have tonight for Drake Sosenheimer on the camera, Hunter Sosenheimer and Chris Pollock on color commentary. My name is Joe Hacker. We thank you for joining us. This has been High School Hockey on SummitCitySports.com.